With our connector, we can pull metadata from Collibra into Solidatus to give users best-in-class visualization of an entire organization's data flows, fine-grained, scalable lineage with context, impact analysis and design, version control and backups. This video will give you a quick demonstration of what can be done to bring data in Collibra to life in Solidatus. Here you see a Collibra environment that with lineage set up as sources and targets in the physical data dictionary domain. Now we will run the connector importing data from that Collibra domain we identified into a Solidatus model. We can now see the resulting Solidatus lineage model, which shows the contents of the imported domain. Viewers can see the schemas, as processes, or in Solidatus terms, layers, and the tables in Collibra can be seen as objects. If we expand this out, we get a more granular level, where we can see that columns in Collibra have become attributes and the source and target relations have become the transitions, thus giving the data flows that make up the lineage. If we select any of the data assets within the Solidatus model, you will see that attributes in Collibra have been imported as properties, ensuring that none of the metadata held within Collibra is lost in the export. Once an environment has been imported, we can start applying Solidatus analytics tools, display rules and filters to really bring the data to life, giving different visual perspectives to the data environment. Examples of these perspectives could be data governance, highlighting enterprise-wide mappings, data ownership, and CDE assignment. We can also use it for gap analysis. On this case, a filter has been applied to isolate missing mappings, no ownership, and missing CDE assignments. Another perspective is to show data quality control coverage. Here we can visualize the relations between the physical and the rulebook domains to show which data fields have DQ controls and where there are DQ gaps. Filters can be applied to show what has been linked to individual entities or terms. Using a trace, bad quality data can have an impact assessment to identify what could be affected downstream. Data owners can be identified and contacted. DQ scores can be imported via the connector into the rulebook domain, and these can be linked to the relevant data entities and visualized. Again, using a trace, bad quality data can have an impact assessment to identify what could be affected downstream. Data owners can be identified to be then contacted. Saved combinations of filters and display rules based on queries can be applied to give repeatable perspective. This concise view can be sent out to relevant stakeholders. Display rules based on attributes or properties can be utilized to provide a PII perspective on the data lineage. A filter can be simply applied on the PII-only data. By running connectors regularly between Collibra and Solidatus, users can use Solidatus as an effective version control. If, for example, a user is using a sandbox environment in Collibra to build a new lineage, they can compare versions of their output in Solidatus. Solidatus allows users to restore or view previous versions and view changes made at or since a previous version was saved. Users can see where changes have been made and can accept them in bulk or individually. Thus, a user of a sandbox environment, Collibra, can experiment with possible changes, assess the impact using Solidatus, and make better decisions as to the structure of the lineage. By design, we can add, enhance, and fill gaps identified by exporting via a connector back to Collibra. Using Solidatus in partnership with Collibra allows users to simplify complex lineage with unrivaled scale, perform dynamic analytics and traceability, use Solidatus to support Collibra content enrichment, provide additional data assurance and gap analysis, accelerate content discovery, and increase customer satisfaction, saving time and cost. With Solidatus, users can bring their Collibra data to life.